Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Wrath of the Righteous with me, Bring It On. Alright, so we're gonna look for our missing crusaders in Wintersun. A small village has somehow survived the demon invasion. It is surprisingly silent and peaceful, as though it lies in some remote rustic setting, far from the front lines, and not in the middle of the world wound, surrounded by monsters. Wintersun is also the name of a band I used to listen to. I guess I haven't really kept up with them since 2011 or so.
Ready for anything.
Rely on me.
Alright, so I know that the description said this place was
I
peaceful,
am prepared.
but Mama didn't raise no fool, so I'm gonna buff up anyway, just to be safe. So if push comes to shove, I can push and shove a little bit harder.
I will lend you my aid.
I'm always open to ideas.
My will is resolute.
Anything new?
Let me help.
Together we stand.
Doubt is the heart's greatest challenge.
I need to find a new cloak for Lan. Since then he knows greater heroism now. And Lan's cloak doesn't even act as a cloak of resistance.
Please, allow me.
Alright, we're finally ready for adventure.
It went splendidly.
Although the blight has consumed certain plants, some magic is protecting the area and preventing the decay from spreading.
A success worthy of praise.
The camp is abandoned, but there are no signs of struggle anywhere. The tracks indicate that the crusaders left willingly. Must have been lured further in by a Finnish metal band.
I will
See?
Victory is certain.
Imagine if I hadn't buffed.
Let's try this one. What a find.
Oh, bismuth. Not doing so
a
hot.
success worthy of praise.
This horse clearly belongs to the missing crusaders. Or belonged. Well, hopefully their fate's a little better than the horses.
I will help where I can.
I don't really want to waste healing on bismuth, so I'm not going to.
I'll go ahead.
We'll just go and dismount Sela. Have her fight on foot for a bit.
It went splendidly.
It looks like the bear is killed using magic. Nice magic at that. Unless I have a choice to make.
I know the way.
I don't really want to kill the bear cubs.
This will hurt. Follow my
Do
lead.
not fear. Just do not.
Your performance is lacking. You are
Oh,
lacking.
didn't we get to charge? Okay, well, that was easy. The writing in common reads, "So that young ears may heed old wisdom, we hide it, scattered among many caches. Youth enjoys guessing and seeking."
As it should be.
Begone, fiend!
So, blighted treant.
I finished here. Is there more?
Someone brings flowers to the statue regularly. Some bouquets are dry, others are a little wilted. One is fresh.
A success worthy of praise.
The inscription in Halit or Halit, the language of Old Sakor, says, "May you be forever joyful, Lady of the Sun." So there's the Lady of the Sun. I assume there's a lady or man of winter. Oh, there's the crusaders. Doesn't bode well. The mutilated body undoubtedly belongs to one of the missing crusaders. His killers didn't even bother to strip him of his gear. The blood and charring almost conceal the heraldic symbols of the crusade on the dead man's armor, but they can still be made out.
That is not far.
It's like a little path. Alright, so this map is pretty big. I guess we'll go to the west first. Go up this way. Quick save before something awful happens to us.
Mind over
They will
muscle.
break against our resolve.
Alright, so Bismuth died. We took some damage there.
The world has suffered enough.
Well, I guess we'll keep fighting before
We
I
will win this war.
start using restoration. Yeah, there's more of these jerks laying around.
They are the light.
The wrong
They are
mongrel.
the darkness. Into the fray.
The goddess protects us.
Yeah, we're doing a ton of damage to these guys.
I'll go ahead.
So there's some peasants up there and some demons.
I know the way.
Oh, it took more. I saw there was a tainted sap thing. It looks like the tainted sap went away, but we did take more ability damage.
I will lend you my
Alright,
aid.
well, we'll use more restoration, I guess. Get back some of that sweet armor class. Alright, almost to the edge of the map. We'll keep pushing westward. Clear that out.
Something over there.
A bright future awaits us.
Oh.
Fall!
Ivu's getting destroyed. Hang in there, Ivu.
I was made for.
She only healed for 7 health.
Prepare yourself.
right.
You won't survive mission.
A calculated risk.
But target Nenio. I saw a guy with a bow and arrow in here somewhere. Looks like he's dead now.
Endure this.
The
Oh,
inheritance.
there's a tripping socio. That's no good.
You are lacking.
This
Still fight.
Oh, Nenio died.
My will is
I don't have a way to
resolute.
resurrect her, do I? Yeah, I don't have any diamonds. Uh-oh. Do I have a scroll of resurrection? I don't think that I do. I do. Okay, perfect. She's missing her buffs now, but at least she's back and not dead.
Let me help.
Yeah, oh, I wonder if they targeted her because the Sarkorians hate arcane casters. That's far more nuanced behavior from enemy AI than I would expect, but... could be. The illustrious sweep. These guys have some pretty good equipment. And they have new equipment for land. I wonder replace his cloak. To give that to him as well. Alright, so the illustrious sweep. Whenever this +3 radiant sickle lands a hit, the target must make a successful fortitude saving throw or become blinded for 1 to 4 rounds. Yeah, I'm not used to enemies ignoring my front line like that, just going after my back line. So I was not paying attention to her health at all.
I'm glad I was useful to you.
Huh? Oh, yes, what?
A success worthy of praise.
Alright, text in Halit. The power of the forest is in 100 trees, of the sea in 100 rivers, Sarkoris in 100 clans.
follow my lead.
I finished here. Is there more?
Studded armor of Trinity. This armor, this +3 studded leather grants the wearer DR3. Only 6 armor class. I doubt anyone can really take advantage of that. I mean, she has a pretty good constitution score.
As it should be.
Alright, so we're down 2 animal companions. Both Ivu and Bismuth have taken one for the team. So we're gonna hear next. Isn't there a path back here too? Yes, there's a path going up there. We'll go down first.
That is not far.
They will break against our resolve.
I will bring down the divine wrath.
Desna, guide my hand.
Eternal Rose, I call upon you.
No glory without risk.
Is this a mock fight?
He really to be using perfect strike, does he?
Begone, fiend!
Into the fray.
Alright, I think we'll be fine here. Land almost went down.
Make every strike count.
You're irrelevant.
Search for the beauty with your
Lucky for us, he's an extraordinarily confident fighter. I don't really know if we want to be skinning these animals. Their pelts didn't look like they were in the best condition. It's hard to navigate.
Let's try this one.
There we go. Thank goodness the rain stopped.
This
Couldn't see where,
We won't
like where
fall
the
here. I swear it.
ground was.
I know the way.
You also run the risk of being struck by lightning when it's thunderstorming as well. There's no need for that.
You should have listened to
I'll
reason.
defend my dream.
You see that?
A calculated risk.
Do not waver.
This
Your
should do
performance
it.
is lacking.
Mind
You
over
are
muscle.
lacking. Fall!
The world has suffered enough.
I'll remove this
Follow my
obstacle.
lead.
You should have listened to no time for debates.
Alright, a lot of pelts we can sell at least.
As it should be. Let's try
To
this
battle,
one.
my friends!
I'll accept your
I will bring down the divine wrath!
You're irrelevant.
Is this a mock fight?
Make your peace.
Alright, we found a cave. I think that's to do with the quest that
That
we
is
just
not
found too,
far.
right? Alright, let's quick save and enter the cave. See what dangers lie in wait.
I will resist.
I will protect you with my life! Eternal Rose, I call upon you!
Light. Take you.
Begone, fiend!
That guy didn't even try to get up. Alright, buffs are starting to wear off.
I'll go ahead.
All of our 10-minute buffs or whatever they are. Rowan's letter. The letter has been carefully kept in an old leather bag, but the years have not been kind to it. The paper is so fragile that it is almost crumbling in your hands. It's to Owen of the Seer. Mother, this is my last letter. Hope the Raven delivered it safely. The decision has been made. We're leaving for the south, for Gundren, further away from the world wound. I beg you, come with us. You turned down my last requests, and I don't know this person you have become. Where did this pride come from? Before you were wise and fair, can it be that the spirits of the abyss have reached the good spirits of our forest, and twisted your mind as well? I don't care what happens to this place. I only want you to live, Mother. I was told you crafted yourself a special amulet to subdue spirits. Does that mean you want to bind a spirit from the abyss by imprisoning it in the body of an animal? You know your powers are not what they were. You won't manage it alone. Even if you do, nothing good will come of this abominable ritual. Please, come with us. Your children and grandchildren need you. The wild animals in this deranged forest do not. We'll wait for you at the pass until the 10th day of the month. Your loving daughter, Rowan. We're gonna fight a demon bear?
Can't hide from me.
Or I guess a bear with like the spirit or soul of a demon. Oh, quick resistance +4.
I know the way.
So there's Sawana. Let's interact with this first.
Follow my lead.
I finished here. Is there more?
Veteran Marksman's Bracers, Scroll of Key Shout, and Word of Chaos. So the wearer of these bracers lands a hit with a ranged weapon on an enemy who is prone, stunned, or staggered. The enemy must pass a Fortitude saving throw, or its current condition is prolonged for 1 round. Well, it can't hurt to have it, I guess. Well, none of these, I don't want to replace any of these, so you know what? It would work really well in sync with Greece. An old dwarf woman, so ancient that she looks like she's been carved from a piece of gnarled driftwood, stands in the middle of the cave. The only decoration visible among her filthy rags is a clay medallion in the shape of a complicated knot. Without a word, she touches the Smilodon in front of her. The tremors slowly leave the animal's body, and its eyes clear. Smilodon inclines its head, as if in thanks, and leaves the cave. The old woman raises her head, noticing you, but her gaze never settles on anything for long. You're here. The hunter going from body to body has reached this place, but Orso the Great Bear will not leave you in peace. He'll make you pay for every animal. Leave. You reek of blood. Sawana? The old woman shudders, her gaze looking through you into the distance. Sawana. Yes, yes. In Sarkors they called her Sawana the Wise, Sawana the Seer. They brought her gifts, sought her counsel. What would you ask her if you met her? Why didn't you go with your daughter? Sawana the Seer, run into Gundren with her tail between her legs. No, I could not leave. Let others hide behind the walls of their cities. This forest is my life, my chapel. And if I could have made it through the wound and gone south, no, out of the question. How could I look my children in the eye? The foolish mother who tried to fight the world wound alone and lost. No, that will never happen. Tell me about this forest. The woman sighs wistfully, and a bright, sweet smile dawns on her face. Our forest in its glory days was a sight to behold. Crowds would come from the cities and villages for the Sun Festival, to watch the shamans perform the rites in the Meadow of the Spirits. We would sing and the forest would answer us, its voices blending with the voices of hundreds of people, and peace reigned over all. And when night fell, the mead flowed like river, and young men and women jumped over the bonfire. Lucky was the one who caught sight of the great Orso, silently cutting his path through the forest. The first summer flowers would spring up wherever he stepped. Corbin laid a wreath of those flowers in my head, and I became his wife. I watched my children in the holy spring in the Meadow of the Spirits, and they grew up healthy and strong. This forest was my land. The great Orso came at my call. Her voice catches, and her wrinkled lips tremble. Where is it all now? Where? Tell me about Sarkors. The old woman's lips set in a hard line. She stands taller. Now you glimpse the proud shaman she used to be. I don't want to talk about Sarkors. Its rulers were fools. I told them we needed to wipe out those mages. Wipe them out without mercy. But they didn't listen to me. I told them that the city's walls had cut them off from the spirits. They didn't listen to me. Sarkoris fell as it must. It was infested with mages seeking knowledge in dark places. But how glorious it was. How mighty. Can it really all be gone? Can it be true that dying light in Pelura's chapel, beautiful as a star-strewn sky fell? Can it be that Eyes, birthplace of vaunted blacksmiths, is lost forever, and rich Ondoran on its fleet river? The cities of Sarkoris were swallowed by the world wound. And Gundrun? No. I don't want to know about Gundrun. No. The old woman's lips quiver. She covers her mouth with her hand and turns away. What did you do to the Smilodon? A sickened spirit. A sorrowful spirit had settled in the Smilodon. Why does a blood-soaked hunter need to know that? Does the hunter look them in the eye when he kills them? Does he understand their fear? They come to us and we give them comfort. But a hunter can give nothing but death. Go away. Do you know where to find the giant bear's lair? The old woman gives a deranged chuckle. The hunter asks us where to find Brother Bear's home. Everywhere. It is everywhere. He is master of this forest. Great Orso we call him. Now it is Orso the Terrible. While the soul of the forest lives, there is still hope. Hope of what? No, we must not say. The master of the forest protects us. We do it all ourselves. We do not need anyone. Begone, bloody hunter. Begone. How have you and the forest managed to survive in the midst of the world wound? The master of the forest protects his domain. Master of the forest Orso the Terrible is our guardian. So it has always been, and always will be. Alright, I'll leave you in peace.
That is not
Got
far.
any loot back here? No? Okay. So I'm assuming if I didn't kill any of the passive animals, she probably would have given me a quest. But what's done is done. Alright. Make him the quarry. Sela,
The inheritor, guide
get up
my
there, please.
blade.
Let's see. We'll cast prayer with him. Oh, he can teleport. You guys run.
No glory without
You've crossed the
risk.
wrong mongrel.
Into the fray.
This will hurt. A calculated risk.
Did you see that?
Unable to withstand the blow, Orso drops to the ground. He is still alive, but his strength is dwindling. Noticing your continued proximity, he bares his teeth and snarls, as if he's trying to say something. Grr. He examined the bear's body. The bear's fur is matted and infested with parasites, and numerous scars cover the bear's body. One particular spot draws your eye, a brand mark with an intricate design. The same one as on the shaman's medallion. Look the bear in the eye. The bear growls in response, glaring at you. What did Suana do to you? On hearing the name, the bear freezes, then raises his head and unleashes a long, drawn-out howl, full of yearning and pain. Show mercy to the bear. Orso seems to understand the look in your eyes. He stops growling, closes his eyes, and breathes heavily. Bear's unconscious and breathing
I'll go
heavily.
ahead.
The old man gives you a hostile look. Your face holds no trace of her former madness. You're back. I sense the pain of the Abyss spirit that is linked to Orso, and its weakness. If it dies, the foul poison of the corpse will seep into the tree roots. Creatures from the other side will come, and nothing will be left but a toxic wasteland. But you don't care about my forest, so why is Orso still alive? I think we can still save him. The old woman laughs. It's an abyss spirit in the body of a bear. You pity that unholy creature. Why not also pity all the other creatures that are destroying everything you hold dear? What makes this spirit different to them? For centuries, I've watched mortals be drawn into the same game with demons, and lose every single time. But you're truly wise, old shaman. How could have you done something so foolish? Surely you're wise enough to understand there is no such thing as a deal with the abyss where the mortal does not lose. Have you mortals no sense at all? I saw a mark left by your medallion on the bear's pelt. The old woman crosses her arms over her chest. Yes, Orso the Terrible is my creation. I used this medallion to control an evil spirit of the abyss after linking it to the sacred bear, and I forced the spirit to serve good by linking our lives together. What happened to Orso the Great Spirit? The old woman clenches her fists. It has lived for centuries in a bear's body, ancient as the forest itself. It ensured that the trees grew tall and the flowers bloomed. It ensured the deer had grass to eat and the smilodons enough deer meat. But the natural order has been broken. I had to do something, and I did it. The kind Orso that was known in Sarkoris, is gone forever, but the guardian of the forest remains. The spirits of the abyss wreak as much evil as demons do. The woman sighs in irritation. Yes, they are just as evil. The spirits of the abyss are abominations. The forest spirits fear them to the point of madness. They seek refuge from their madness by possessing wild animals. You saw what that looks like. You saw how I separate them. But in every moment of suffering, there is hope. By separating them, I learned how to bind them. I can go and finish him off. What will happen then? The old woman shrugs. I will mourn Orso, but life must continue. That is the law of things. This place is full of spirits of the abyss. They fly around aimlessly, driving the forest spirits mad. I'll set them to work to replace our protector, and I'll bind as many abyssal creatures as my strength can manage. Either you don't understand what you're doing, or you're just crazy. Land shakes his head. I once heard a story about a small tribe of mongrels besieged by some monsters that came from the bowels of the earth. The creatures trapped the people in their village. They couldn't hunt, and they slowly died of starvation. It wasn't long before the people started eating their dead. Then, when it was all over, the creatures left. Our scouts found the village, and they found the chief. He was the only survivor. He was wandering around the settlement, muttering under his breath and attacking anything he saw. He stood guard over the bones of his tribesmen and women, the people he had killed and eaten. His mind was gone, and the scouts were forced to kill him. This old woman reminds me of that chief. She also lost her mind, watching over the bones of the dead. You need to free him. The old woman gives you a scathing look. You can kill me, a weak old woman, but I won't give in. I serve the forest spirits. I don't serve you. It's not working, though. She's made a deal. She corrupted a living creature. Enslaved a spirit, which is against like the whole Azada theme. So execute the shaman. I'm sorry about your forest, but a connection with a spirit from the abyss can only lead to evil. You must die. The old woman crosses her arms over her chest. I'd rather die right now than see my forest slowly die in agony. The shaman is so old that she cannot put up a fight. Instead, she tightly squeezes her medallion, which cracks in her withered fist.
We won't fall here. I swear it.
I'll remove this obstacle.
Oh! The broken shaman's medallion and a club. A crudely made clay medallion in the shape of a complex knot, broken into tiny pieces. Yeah, I don't agree with what she was doing.
I know what to do.
I guess we can check on Orso, see what happened to him, and... oh. I assume he found peace.
Follow my lead.
Didn't seem abundantly clear to me, but that's what I like to think.
As it should be.
Alright, so we saw a path up this way. I'm gonna go park our party here, and then in the next episode we'll go up here and maybe finish exploring this area. We'll see.
That is not far.
Might be worth resting as well, because I'm missing a lot of my buffs now. We'll see. Either way, I'm going to call it here. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.